Hi, I'm Danica Tormohlen, VP of Content for Trade Show News Network by Informa, and we are here at the Restaurant Association show with Ben Dunlap with Map Your Show. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about what you are doing here with Map Your Show at the event.
So, Map Your Show has been a partner with the restaurant show for many years now. And they utilize a lot of our tools for their attendee and exhibitor experience. They heavily use our solution to help rebook for next year. So, up in the sales office, we have several staff members from Map Your Show here that are helping with the rebooking process. And one of the big things this year is our mobile app, which they've used in the past, is utilizing our latest technology, which is called Lena, and it's an agentic AI solution.
So how does it work?
So, Lena is a natural language AI solution that allows for each individual to kind of have a hyper individualized experience for the show. You can ask it any questions, whether that be where a certain exhibitor is, I'm looking for a specific product or service, or even when are the show hours or where do I find the shuttle buses? And it's going to return those answers to that person.
So is this one of the first shows that you've used that at?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it just launched in May, and we're what, 18 days in right now or so. So it is one of the very first shows to utilize this. Along with it, they also are utilizing our new turn by turn directions. So on the mobile app, I can get from one location to the other, and it will guide me directly through the show, knowing where I'm standing at the time.
Yeah. So on the app, it will just tell you turn by turn how to get from
Exactly.
one booth. I'm gonna try that after. I haven't needed to do that yet, but I'm gonna try it right after
Well,
we
and
get done.
it's not just booth spaces.
Okay.
We can also do it to Starbucks, to any of the theaters, or any of the offices, or educational rooms that
Well,
are.
I know from an attendee perspective, that's a really nice feature to have because, just how people use Google Maps. I mean,
Exactly.
like my kids don't know how to go anywhere without their map. So
Yes,
very
and
helpful.
in a hall this size,
Yeah.
at a show
And
this
and
big,
buildings,
this
several
buildings
buildings.
with all the different levels, if you're a new attendee here, it could be very overwhelming. So we're very excited about this. And the key to these products too is we've made them extremely scalable. So whether we're at a show as big as restaurants
Yeah.
or one that's a lot smaller, it's something that can be spun up for any of our clients.
So, from a organizer perspective, what do they need to do to work with you to make that feature available for their attendees?
Well, we've tried to make it as little lifting as possible on the organizer. Since it's agentic AI, we have the ability to actually go out and pull content off their websites and other areas. So there's not a lot of hand holding or keying in of the information that the AI needs. As far as the turn by turn directions, it's as simple as telling us what doors are open and which are closed, and the AI takes care of everything else.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, what are some of the other things that you have on the agenda for the back half of the year? As we go into summer here, what are some of the things that you're working on, shows that
Oh,
you have coming up that you're excited about?
well, uh, Map Your Show does work with a lot of the larger events in the industry. So we're really excited about some of the other solutions or other events that are coming up. IFT will be in this, McCormick Center. We also have Pack Expo coming up, as well as IMTS, all in this building alone. And with those, they're utilizing a combination of a lot of these solutions.
Okay.
We do have some new products coming out, but I'm not able to talk about those yet.
Come on, give us a little teaser.
Not yet. Soon. Look for some information. We are putting a lot of news, a lot of media out. Look for some information in the coming months about some of the new solutions we have coming to offer.
So, you talked about Lena for AI
Yes,
and anything else that you're doing with AI that it can help the organizers, your clients
absolutely. So
yeah.
part of Lena, which is actually a product called MYS Connected, um, is a connections or networking module. Now, unfortunately, it's not being utilized at this show. They decided not to use it. However, it is a fully networking tool
Okay.
that is going to offer up matchmaking to attendees, exhibitors, any registration credentials, allowing for one to one messaging, meetings, appointment times, all of that in one solution. And the nice thing is, all of this offers up recommendations to the end user, whether it's exhibitors to see, events to go to, or people to talk to
Mhm.
based on the person's behavioral data in the system. It's not necessarily what I registered for 6 months ago.
Okay.
It's what I'm doing in the system today. What are the products and services that I'm interested in? And who should I actually go and speak to for those?
And is it all in an app or is it tied to like their the
Yes,
website as well?
great question. This is available both on our online directory and floor plan, inside the mobile app.
Okay.
There is even a way that we can attach it to the show's website so that if you're actually just out on the show site, you have an option to utilize Lena, that AI assistant.
Great. So some of the clients that you have and some of the shows that you've been, traveling to and working to so far this spring, what are some of the things that you're seeing out there with some of your clients?
Well, AI is obviously everywhere. And so they are getting flooded with different AI tools from a lot of different vendors. And what we're trying to do is offer up a solution to them that is both useful and simplistic. That's
Yeah.
not a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of things for them to understand and learn in this very fast moving AI world, but it's also something that's actually offering up some value. It's not just AI to have AI. And so we're seeing a lot of them look for things to help drive registration and to just create that curated attendee experience, which is really hard to do unless you have a really large staff.
Yeah. Anything in terms of analytics or dashboard or things that you're learning from all of the data that you're collecting and using AI?
Absolutely. In
Yeah.
fact, we've been watching it closely for this event. I've seen some reporting already come in on it, and the things we're learning in terms of what kind of questions are people actually
Yeah.
asking, right? Um, what things are they looking for that maybe the show doesn't have to offer, right? So topics that maybe the show should have. And then I thought one of the more interesting ones is the number of languages that are being actually asked, and it is multilingual.
Okay.
So we're seeing a lot of different languages asked through the system, being able to offer something that maybe the show didn't have that as an offer to someone who English isn't their first language.
So it will, you can ask a question in any language and it will respond in that language?
Yes, yes. And I've tested a lot of the languages in it. I'm not fluent in it, so I use a lot of the tools that are out there on the market. And it does return the answers in those languages. It's very impressive.
Very good. Okay, one more thing. So, in your role at Map Your Show, you work with so many different shows, right? What's one thing that like keeps you up at night? What are you
Ooh,
thinking about these days?
that keeps me up at night. That's a tough one. We should have talked about that one before.
Well, we can cut this part if we
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Don't
right,
worry
okay.
about it.
Something that keeps me up at night at trade shows. Right now, I think it would be all of the AI that's out there.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. If it's not done properly, there are security aspects and concerns. I think privacy concerns for everyone. We have put solutions in place to think about those ahead of time. I can't get a list of all the exhibitors at the show. I can't get a list of all attendees just by utilizing that tool. And I'm worried that there are going to be some solutions on the market that maybe don't take those things into consideration.
Yeah, that scrape those and use the data,
Right.
not. And as an event tech company, I mean, you have to stay at the forefront
We do.
of the industry and also in terms of privacy and any other concerns,
Privacy-
security concerns.
We take, attendee usage, the attendee experience, what we're giving value to the exhibitors. Those are all important. Privacy is a key concern, and we put a lot of time and effort into the privacy for the exhibitors and the attendees. And it's the show's data. We are trying to make sure that it remains that.
Okay, I do have one more question.
Absolutely.
Okay, how about advice for an event organizer implementing new technology like AI, or like a Lena, into their show?
Sure.
Any advice?
Leverage the people that you're working with from that vendor.
Okay.
Ask the questions. Don't assume, especially in this world of AI. Don't just assume things. It is going to take time. Do some homework. Make sure the security is there.
Okay.
And then also make sure what you're trying to get in terms of the value to your attendees, exhibitors, how is that going to be best done through that solution? I think that's some major points. We're all baby stepping through this and it's happening fast. So find the vendors that you trust with these solutions that have put the time and effort into it. I can tell you, we've been working on this for a long time at Map Your Show, and it just released.
Yeah. 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 You put all that back into it, working on it before in the back end. Yeah.
Exactly. There was
Yeah.
a lot of learning on our side,
Yeah.
and we wanted to make it right before it was released to the world. So find the people that aren't rushing to get a solution out, but have really put some thought into what that solution should be.
But it is ramping up rather quickly, like that you already have something out and that it's being adopted. It feels like a lot quicker from the attendee and exhibitor side than maybe some of other event tech in the
Exactly.
past.
And we've even gone as far as today, we have some staff members here on site, some of our development team
Yeah.
that are actually here utilizing the tool as an attendee
Yeah.
to learn
Yeah.
how it should best be utilized and what they can do to make it better.
Great. Thank you so much for your time today, Ben. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm Danica Tormohlen for TSNN.